really important that our equipment's ready to go when it's needed most, because we're always racing against the clock, the weather and the seasons. We've got 8 or 10 tractors here in the business that do over 1,000 hours a year, so services come around quite fast. We always take the engines out to 500 hours, and the oil, when we drain it, still seems quite viscous, and we have very little or no oil burn even out to those intervals. Richard Stecher, the owner and director of Stecher Ag. I grew up with a farm in the family. My grandfather was a beef cattle farmer. Spent a lot of time with him on the farm when I was a kid, and then in my late teens I went into agricultural contracting and then grew my business from there, eventually becoming a farmer and focusing on broadacre farming. And now I look after 10,000 acres of broadacre cropping on owned, shared, farmed and leased country. I've been in business for 20 years. I've been using John Deere equipment and lubricants the whole time. At the moment we run about 15 John Deere tractors, 2 John Deere harvesters and 2 John Deere balers. Given we've got tractors of all ages and hours, preventative maintenance is very important to us to prevent downtime. Our tractors are required to do their first, second and third life here in our business. They're doing massive hours. We use the lubricants because we want to minimise our failure rate, and when we've proven that. The John Deere lubricants we use are Plus 50, High Guard, Thermogard and GL5. Over the past 20 years, we've done about 250,000 hours on John Deere equipment, and in that time we've never had a tractor split or a transmission failure. We don't use any other brand of oil in our tractors, and we even use the John Deere lubricants in some of our trucks. The value for money is a no-brainer for me. We buy 205 of High Guard, we might pay a few $100s extra for the drum, but we get a couple of major services out of a drum of oil. Tractor gets a major service every 1,500 hours, so over a 9,000 hour lifespan of that tractor, it only has 6 major services over the tractor's life. It's only a couple of $1,000s extra for oil, and for the peace of mind it's worth it. I think if you're considering making the switch to use John Deere lubricants, if you do the economics with a low failure rate of the product, it'll stack up every time.